Yo, did she really say that?
No, I think she did.
Why are you mad at me? You let that man insult me to my face.
Wednesday.
I saw him last night. They all know each other?
When worlds collide.
What do? I'm a hedge fund manager, man. I've got some questions.
The truth can be exposed.
I don't want to be on this emotional roller coaster with you.
And will they keep up their lies?
I don't want this.
What's wrong with this?
Or is it time to come clean?
How'd you know to buy that stock?
Yo, what's up, everybody? And thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry Sistas review. This is the trailer for season 4, episode 4, entitled The Night Game. So we see Calvin, and Calvin is special. Calvin is very special, but we see Calvin yelling at Sabrina, and basically Calvin is mad or angry or in his feelings because he feels as if Sabrina allowed Bio to disrespect him. And I'm like, no, Calvin, that's not the case. Number one, you disrespected and played yourself. So we see that Calvin labeled himself as Sabrina's boyfriend, which I don't recall them ever having that conversation, and Sabrina never confirmed that either. So in number 2, Bio apologized. What more does Calvin want him to do? I didn't understand that, and I felt like Calvin, the entire situation had everything to do with Calvin's need to prove his masculinity and less about Sabrina allowing someone to disrespect him or Sabrina making him feel disrespected. And I'm just like, Calvin hasn't learned his lesson from Jacoby. Calvin constantly runs up on people knowing that he can't fight, and he's not about that life, but he still does it. And I personally don't like the way that Calvin speaks to Sabrina when he's in his feelings. And I'm like, you're directing your anger towards the wrong person. And so then we see Karen. Karen tells Andy that she saw, all the men together at a basketball game, which prompts Andy to ask the question, they all know each other? And, we all know, and they know that Aaron and Gary know each other. But I'm like, it had to be hella weird to see Zack in the midst of them. And I ain't gonna lie, if that was my ex, and I'm there because we know that from, if you guys saw the preview that came on right after the show, we see that Karen calls Aaron and asks him where he is. She wants to talk to him and that she will come to wherever he is. And I was like, this must be an important conversation, sis, because it's after 10 o'clock and you trying to go find him to talk. We know what that calls for. But, I'm like, I really hope they do have a conversation and one that's beneficial to both and not just this back and forth that we tend to see Tyler writes for them, where nothing really ever gets accomplished. But I'm hoping that we see more than just that. So the next scene, we see Zack, and Zack asks Gary what he does as far as his occupation. And we find, I'm going to tell you why I'm laughing. So we find out that Gary is a hedge fund manager, and Zack tells him that he has some questions. Now, I thought this scene was so funny because I instantly thought about like a lot of the comments that I've read, and so many people believe that Gary did not have a job. And, and I thought that was so funny because the way it looks, I can really see that. And I was like, I know Gary comes off very scamish. He comes off very scamish, but I always thought dude had, a real job. I just thought it was incredibly funny that people thought he didn't have a job. And, it's the irony of it all for me. Preston's date happens to be one of Karen's clients. Zack happens to be at a basketball game where he, meets a hedge fund manager after he's won, or, and he got all this money from these stocks. And the hedge fund manager just happens to be the ex of his ex's best friend. I said, Tyler, you know what? You better go ahead and make Sistas 3 degrees of separation, because damn, everybody know we gonna leave that alone because they ain't even a part of this review. So, but I think it's really funny that everybody in some way, shape, or form is connected. So Karen tells Aaron, they're in the bed together, and Karen tells Aaron that she doesn't want to be on an emotional roller coaster with him. I'm not sure what she means by that declaration. That scene was very short, probably one of the shorter scenes in the trailer. So I can't really assess what she's telling him. So when she said, I don't want to be on the emotional roller coaster, I'm thinking, did she tell him about her pregnancy? Is she trying to feel him out about how he feels about it? I don't know. But it's kind of hard to tell whether or not she actually expressed that to him. And you know the way that they edit these trailers and reviews, you just really don't know. So I don't have much to say about that scene because, like I said, it was very short and it wasn't much to really, I guess, assess where she was taking that statement or that declaration. So we see El Fuego. El Fuego is at Danny's and she's having second thoughts. She tells him that she's not interested, which we could clearly see and tell and understand fully the reason she wanted him to come over there, which we know that the last scene with her and Preston didn't end well. You know, he walked out, let her know that he was going on his date, which I was happy that he did because Danny is a big ball of confusion. And we saw that, you know, she went outside and called El Fuego and he was kind of like trying to play off like he wasn't happy that she called, but we know because he actually really likes her. And so she was having a change of mind at that time. And I'm like, you know what? That's a horrible situation to be in. You know, you call somebody over for basically a booty call, then that person changed their mind. And I said, you know what, El Fuego, after this situation, leave Danny alone. If she call you, matter of fact, delete her, block her. Because at this point, you don't even want to be fooled up with that ball of confusion. And so, Gary. It appears that Gary and Zack are on the phone, and Gary asked Zack, how did he know to buy the specific stock that he did? And I'm like, this is about to be interesting. I can't even lie. I'm very interested to see how this particular storyline is going to go. And I know a lot of people was like, Zack, don't tell him nothing. Don't say nothing about how you got this stock. And I think it's just interesting because for this to be it's going to raise eyebrows because one, the amount of money that he got, and two, it's his first time doing this and he hit so big, not once, but twice. And I'm also wondering too, because we don't know what Aaron does for a living. So I'm wondering, does he have any role in this hedge fund situation? Does he have a role in how because, you know, a lot of people talk about, you know, that Karen wants Zack because of this newfound money, forgetting the fact that Aaron is a multimillionaire, but we don't know how homeboy, and that's my dog, but we don't know how homeboy actually acquired this money. So I am interested to see what goes on there. Also, there's a picture, I'm gonna place it in here too, where Andy is on her bed. She's on her bed with these little trinkets that Gary has placed in the car, and she looks very happy. And I was like, If y'all ever seen the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg, I was shaking my head. I was like, Andy, you in danger, girl. Because it's like that picture is literally like a downward spiral. You can see her smiling. You can see her probably reminiscing. You can see her probably thinking like, well, what he did wasn't really that bad. And then there was something else that came out today. It's like she was really admiring the car that Gary got for her. And I'm just like, Andy, but you know what? That's on brand. That's on brand for Andy because, you know, she's not that Andy's dumb, because she's not a dumb woman when it comes to her profession and what she can do. But when it comes to like common sense, it's just not so common with her. But so we're going to see what happens. I didn't want this video to be too long. I just want to give a little breakdown of the trailer because I said that I would, and people have been asking me to do more of these. So I will try my best to do both, where I will do a breakdown of the preview that comes on after the show and then the extended one that comes out a little later. So I will try my best to do them both every week. And so, yeah, we're going to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what goes on with Aaron and Karen, what they going to do. Like, to me, is at a point with them two, like, okay, we've seen y'all go up and down on an emotional roller coaster. Are one of y'all about to get off? Both of y'all gonna get off? Y'all gonna leave each other alone? Y'all gonna press through and try to make this thing work? Because it's about that time. And even though I really do like them, it's becoming, I'm becoming almost uninterested, even though I am rooting for them and I do want them to be together. We did not see, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember seeing Fatima in the trailer. But the one on the after show, she told Zack that, like, if you F with my heart, you will lose. And I said, well, damn, Fatima, how many times you gonna threaten this man? I just say, Zack, baby, just sleep with one eye open, because, you know, you in danger too. Zack, you in danger, dude. Like, that's how I look at him too, because if you got to keep getting threatened and warned about messing with someone's heart, but that also sparked interest to find out what made Fatima say that to him. So it made me wonder, did Zack see Karen when she showed up at the basketball game, and maybe he was just, you know what I'm saying, being honest with Fatima to let her know that, hey, Karen showed up. It wasn't for me. It was for Aaron. I don't know. So I am interested in that too, because there is a trust issue with them. And I just want to see, you know, how that gets played out as well. So I want to thank you guys for listening. Until next time, I will holler at y'all later.